Yeah, we're live. And it sounds like the audio is working just fine. Talked to a couple people on the way in. Said they were out here all day but didn't have any luck. So let's see if we can have some luck. Actually, I do want to use this one. Yeah, I'm going to switch to one of those spinners. I don't have any luck with this one. All right. It's been a while. We'll see how it goes. I feel like it got globbed with stuff. Nice icky seaweed. Honestly, it feels more like algae. Come on. Phone. I got full of that seaweed again, yeah. Or algae, whatever the hell this stuff is. Jeez Louise. At least it's easy to remove. There are a lot of little bugs flying around. I'm not sure if you guys can see all that stuff. down a little bit. They put this thing in here so that the water doesn't get too much algae in it and oxygenating it, because they had a big kill a couple years ago. And you can kind of see just out in the distance there the little bubbles from the oxygenator they put in. Right about where that landed. Part of the problem with this area is on the far side there is a golf course, and they tend to like to keep the grounds green by any means necessary, and we get a lot of runoff in the water here from them. Oh, come on. There we go. Get on my face, bud. Hopefully everything is sounding and looking good. I do have it muted for so feedback doesn't happen, but I can see it looks pretty decent. Move it down a little more and see. Might need to try from the structure over there. Let's go that way. I'm gonna switch to that tried and true gold spinner that works here. Because I'm gonna be picking crap off. I'll be doing it on something that I know will get a strike. Though I have had luck with this one once. Switch hands for this. Do have my favorite duo bait in here, but I'm afraid to lose it in some of this shallower water. I also have the top water one I could mess with. Latch that down. The water's got a little chalk to it. Which honestly I think is best. Otherwise, a nice day out. A little bit of overcast, but not terribly. And a little cooler. Hey, what up? How you doing? How's it looking? Sounding? Since I technically changed hardware all around except for camera since last stream. Nice. I'm using a DJI Mic Mini now instead of my old Ankerwerk one. Though I like both of them. Did you get to mess with your stream anymore yesterday after I had to go in? The parts that when it wasn't all blocky, man, they looked pristine. But I don't know if it was just the area you were in or what. You'd get, 30 seconds or so of good signal. Yeah. It was definitely a lot more stable. Because it doesn't, do that, not like this icon and eventually take you offline. But yeah. I mentioned it on Discord. I do have a couple of 4G modems that I bought for cheap, and I was gonna set them up so that I could potentially use them, but what I can do is I'll get it so that it works, because right now I think you need to flash a firmware on it before it works. But then I can send you one. You'll just have to get a little cage for it. I linked it on Discord. It's like an NGF B-key cage. And they're fairly cheap. Like $30 or something. But yeah, we'll have to see next time you go out on the kayak how it does. And like, you could probably feasibly get down to 500 and have a little bit of a steadier stream. But like, yeah, with the way the service on your phone works around there, might be a little difficult until you get a second connection or something that's not whatever you're on. Yeah, I think you can like mod it to go lower if you really want to go lower. And if you haven't, like, check out the Discord for Bella Box. They're usually pretty helpful about questions or stuff. Yeah, definitely there. Oops. Sent it a little too much into the wind. There we go. It's gonna have all kinds of crap on it. Well, maybe not. But yeah, I think it's definitely like the next step that you needed for your stream was something like that, so that when you are having some stability issues, that it doesn't just take you out, you know? And there's a lot of this like algae crap in here. It's like, I don't know if you guys can see that well. Let me move my arm. It's just nasty. Like fine hairs. I need to quit throwing it upwards. Especially since I'm kind of throwing it into the wind. Yeah, I was throwing my Rapala, or however you say that, earlier, and it was just catching it all on the front lip, so I didn't want to throw any of my Realis stuff just in case, because it's kind of shallow, fairly close to the shore here, and I don't need it getting stuck on something. Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw you catch one. It like showed it for just a split second and then got all garbled. But yeah, like if you went down there with your dad and he was able to give you some service too. I don't know if you're on the same network or not. Oh man. And that was like later in the day too, wasn't it? That's hilarious. You got a lot of Amish people down there? I guess down there is over there. You're technically east of me. That's cool. Do they do like set up farmers markets and stuff like that? Like where my wife grew up. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at. Where my wife grew up, they had a large Amish population, and her dad would love buying corn from them, and she's got a bookcase. It's like a corner bookcase that was built by them. And it's nice and sturdy. It's pretty too. Damn it. Man, that'd be quite the trek. Man, there's just so much of this stuff on here. Kind of wish I didn't have this snap, but I don't feel like tying knots every few seconds. Kind of wishing I brought my whole tackle box down with me instead of just, or like the pouch that I use instead of just the one case. Actually, I'm not gonna change lures. I think I'm gonna just stick with this one. So I'm gonna go give this to my wife real quick. I'm tired of almost dropping it. Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. I don't think we have much out here. Not as much as like I saw in New York when I visited her dad. Since I'm walking this way, I might go over to the structure. Oh geez, yeah. I think that might be what they are near Brook too, is Mennonites. The Amish that you have up in New York there, are they all Mennonites or?
No, they're Amish.
They're just Amish? Okay.
Yeah, they're just very, very strict Amish. I thought Mennonites were less strict in general than Amish.
Oh, I don't know. They might be.
There's probably like a range, kind of like.
Yeah. Because a lot of it is religion too, right?
Yeah.
Part of it is like religious too.
Well, I mean, and kind of like there's, and I don't really know about it, but there's like kosher Jewish people and or like all of that kind of stuff. So I'm guessing, because I didn't know that Amish could get as whatever you want to call it as until Chris told me about his.
Oh yeah.
Lisa's family.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like, because don't they have their own cars and stuff? Just not
I think
like
they might have
stuff and whatnot.
They might have like a car for the community or something.
Might be allowed like electricity or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's simple, but there is
Mm.
So because like the ones who one of the ones that my dad was friends with when his little girl had epilepsy.
Yeah, Ralph is saying Mennonites will drive junky cars.
Yeah.
And then I guess there's an old order versus new order.
Yes, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That old Amish is less traditional than new. Yeah. No.
Yeah, because like they didn't, when one of their little girls had epilepsy and she had a seizure, like Dad drove them 2 hours to the hospital, but they like, it had to be that much of an emergency. And even that was probably only partly because they knew my dad fairly well. And,
Yeah.
And he also was kind of like, knock it off, you're not taking a bus, get in the car.
Right. I'm gonna go over there. You can stay here if you want, but I'll be over there. Just like on the stairs of the thing over there. All right.
I'm comfy.
Yep. One of these days I'm gonna need to come down here and just do like a cleanup or something because this trash everywhere, and it's very depressing. I think I'm gonna walk around all the trees. Beachy omelet. Never heard that one before. But it kind of sounds like, you know, Fairweather Christian or something like that, where you only really do anything when it matters to them, like certain holidays and stuff like that. Oh, bunny. Oh, wow. Is that where it originated? Was like German? Because I did not know that. Be careful, my knee is still a little achy. And that water is clear as day. Oh, I see. Ooh. Man, there's a big crawfish claw down there. Yeah, this spot seems to be better. It's less, it's a little deeper. So in that video I sent you earlier about that fisherman fishing with the June bug, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he was left-handed or not, but he was casting with his left and reeling with his right. Pretty sure it was that guy. I was surprised because most of the time they switch. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I really, like, you're fighting fish. Why would you want to do it with your less dominant hand? Yeah, he could have been. He could be. The only thing I don't like about this chest mount is it makes my shirt bunch up. found some. Yeah, definitely when you're on a kayak. There's a lot that do that. Like, I think his name is now Alex on the Water. He's got like a over the shoulder kind of mount. And then there was another guy, I can't remember his name now. But yeah, like the likelihood of you tipping over, unless you're doing something really stupid or it gets really windy, is pretty low, I assume. And like, that would be the only downside, is that you'd have to pay attention to that. But yeah, if you've got a tether to make it so if it does fall out of the mount, that it doesn't hit the water, should be good. Yeah. Yeah, I would really like to get a kayak, but the places that you can actually put a kayak in are all far away from me. Like, you can't put one in here. There's a dock. It's directly across from me. I don't know if you can see that over there, but you can't put a boat in. They use it for, they do like a dragon boat festival here, and so that's what it's for. Otherwise, it'd be great to get on a kayak here. This water is so vast. And there's not a lot of good spots all the way around it to fish the shoreline. Man, that was messed up, that whole cast. Son of a gun. It felt like it was pulling right, but definitely wasn't. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a trout hit yet. And I could be wrong, but like, I've never seen a boat on this water. Not once. I've seen plenty of like catfishers though, and I've seen a few trout fishers, but no boats. Man, that wind in the shade is a little chilly, just a scotch. So can you tell that it's windy? Is the wind muff thing doing its job? Because it's gotten a little windy. And the problem is it's blowing the wrong darn direction. Because it's blowing like dead east. bumped something. That's what's up. I know it's not really what you want, but it's money. And right now, that's what you gotta take. Man, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I wish I knew what kind of structure. Yeah, no, that's pretty nice too. I was just saying I don't know what kind of structure is out in the water. So it's not like I can target bass beds or something. Irritate them with something buzzing by. Because I know there's bass in here. Yeah, I bought some like headphones and some other stuff that I didn't end up liking, so I sent them back to Amazon. Oh, something just tagged it. I saw a glimmer of it. And I noticed that the Osmo Action 4s were on sale for $199, and I've got $100. And I've been debating on if I want to get a second one or not. I'm definitely thinking about like looking into building and setting up Bella boxes locally for people. Like they just buy the stuff from me. Bro, those things are sick. I just actually went with some IEMs because I wanted something small, because my headphones that I have, they're over ear, not on ear, and anytime I'd wear them I'd just get so hot. Those are good ones too, those 558s. Yeah, so I was trying to go wireless, and I had bought like Moondrop Spaceport, and they sounded okay, but like I don't know, they just weren't right. And then I tried another, they had like two versions. It was like Spaceport 2 and then Spaceport 2 Ultra, and I tried them both, and they both had like a low latency game mode, and I don't know, I couldn't mess with them. I was playing Arc Raiders, and it just wasn't, just having a hard time pinpointing stuff. And then so I went with some brand. Oh, now I can't remember the name of it. I know it has Arete or something like that too is the name of it, but I don't remember the brand. Yeah, the headphones I had, I think I bought them. I had a similar pair. It was an older version, and they were cutting in and out when you would bend the cable. And I had those since like 2006 or something, 2007. And then I bought like the upgraded version of that in like 15 or something. And they still work, but they just have these big cups that they're not like leather or anything. They just make me hot. And the mic is kind of garbage. So part of what I did was I got the IEMs and I just used the DAC that came with those headphones because it has like the Dolby surround little processor in it, and I leave that active and I play games with that on, and it actually works pretty well. And then the headphones, since they're just little in-ear monitor deals, they're comfortable. I actually found that they work pretty well with like the smallest earpiece, and it's actually pretty nice. But yeah, if I had some Sennheisers, I'd probably be still using them. Mine are just like the old Plaintronic Gamecom. Yeah, that's what I liked about the Gamecom ones. And then these IEMs, man, I had to turn the sound way down. They're so like punchy and dynamic. The first time I heard an explosion with those things on, it scared the crap out of me. Yeah, the Beyerdynamic ones are the same. Like, you gotta spend a pretty penny, because I like those DT 990 Pros, and they have a high impedance one, but I think it only has like the 6mm plug or whatever. Yeah, I like a more broad sound stage. I don't want it to sound like, unless I'm listening to something that is intentionally small sound stage, I want it to feel like I'm listening to something actually live. Not like live, because I don't really care for live music, but, well, that's not true. I do like live music, but it just sounds different than the recorded stuff. Yeah, it's crazy how that works, isn't it? Like, just little minor change, and then it's like doing research on the IEMs. There was a lot of people saying that they change them out for like different types, because it does change the sound based on like how the sound exits the little earpiece. It's like, man, I never really thought of that before. There is this piece of something on my line. Like, actually on the line, but I think it's in my eyelet now. It just hasn't fallen off yet. I'm going to be a little surprised if I don't catch anything, but then again, I'm not going to be super surprised, because we didn't really have a winter, and I'm sure this lake was pressured a little bit. now that the weather is better. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Sometimes spinners are the way to go. They work really well in this water. So does those Realis ones. Like I had a Realis little spinner one. I think I showed them to you. I don't have any more because they all got caught. Excuse me. They all got caught on the bottom somewhere. And I lost them. Actually, I might have one. But I need to replace the hooks on it. And I don't know where it is right now. Because it's not in the deal that I have now. But it looks like one of the Realis baits, but it's got like a spinner on the tail. And that thing was killing it here. Yeah, I've got some rooster tails. This one, what is this one? Come here. A Panther Martin, that's what it is. Gold and black and yellow. And these ones seem to work really well here. I mean, it's not today. Oh, there goes a carp or something over there. Or maybe a duck. There was a duck floating over there. Or, what are those? A cooter, right? The ones that go underwater. I think that's what they are. There's one over there. I don't know if you can see that. There's one where it went under. Yeah, I've got a bunch of rooster tails, but they're in my other box. My backpack, and they're heavier. Like heavy enough I could throw on my other rod pretty easily. My only like bass rod. Yeah, coots, that's what they are. Like cooter? No. That's something else. I bumped something. Come on. Gotta remember to keep my thumb on the spool. Yeah. It's hard. They're kind of... We got a lot of ducks out right now. More than those. Because I've only seen 2 of them so far. The one that I think dove over there, and then the one that I was trying to point at before it dove. What time is it? 6 o'clock. Probably gonna wrap it up here soon. Oop, there's a dead goose. Canada goose. I don't know if you can see that down there. Yeah, it's like right there. It's like in the rocks too, so I don't know how it got there. This is a deep part. Ooh. Man. Oh. Nope, he's still on. He's a decent size too. Oh my goodness. All right, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. All right, stop flopping. Your time for flopping is over. Oh, oh, that helps. Man. That was nice. I almost got stuck with the hook, but man, I was not expecting that guy to show up. He hit it as soon as I hit the water, boy. Makes me feel bad I didn't grab my net. That was definitely a keeper. Oh, look, I do have Nightbot. I don't know what you said though. Well, if you're not a bot, welcome in. You came at the right time, I'll tell you that. Because I thought I just snagged on something. Well, we're not skunked, right? That's the only goal. Was that in camera enough before it hopped off? Because I did not get a chance to even look. I also might look into flipping this thing over. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was definitely a keeper. Good, like 10-inch. Nice fat one too. Yeah, 10, 12. And it literally, like, I hadn't even started reeling yet. Too bad my wife is way over there. Yeah, I need to get, so I have like one of those pack nets, the collapsible net deal. I need to get just like a belt thing that I can snap it on and put it on when I'm streaming. I would put it on the strap for this backpack because it does have a waist thing, but it's not long enough to fit around my body. But I am working on changing that. Yeah, it's like just too short. And that would be perfect because then I'd have a net. Because I feel bad grabbing the trout because I know if you're not keeping them take that mucus layer off and they struggle. I'm trying to get it a little closer to this like boat thing, but I'm afraid of hitting it or get caught up on it. Oh, by the way, I did set up, I don't know how to say it, NoAlbs or something like that. And I did make you an admin on it, Python. So like you can do like exclamation point BRB, or I think there's live and BRB, and there's like a fix command, exclamation part F, and something else. I need to look into what the commands are that are supported. Yeah, that was actually really easy to set up. I created a bot, and honestly I should have did it a different way than I did, because you can, on your Twitch account, you can like enable it so that your email and phone number can be used on multiple accounts. And I created, like, I didn't create a new email. Actually, I think I did. I created a new email just for the bot instead of using my existing one. And I just used the same phone number. But after I did all that, I'm like, man, I should have did that a different way. But like, I don't know what it'll do if I do this, but you'll see it chat back. Yeah. Apparently I made a bot with that name a long time ago, and I sure as heck don't remember any of the information for that. I think there's also a low scene, but the low scene right now is just like my old setup. Oh, you know what? Have you seen on the screen any kick chatters? Because I forgot about that, and I have not been looking at that. So if there's anybody from Kick here, I apologize. I forgot all about you. Yeah, you can, so like right now it's set up that if my bitrate goes low, because it's looking at the BellBox stats, and if the bitrate goes low, it will change to like the BRB screen, I think is what I have it set to. Because I need to make like a video or whatever of my clips so that they will play during that, like a lot of the other kind of popular streamers do. But right now it just says, I'll be right back. Man, I also need to make it so that the chat doesn't really disappear that quickly, because I forgot all about it. Actually, I don't even know if Kick is live. I don't have any way to tell other than sending somebody to look at it. My YouTube should be live too, but I can't see that chat at all currently, because they do the chat silly. It's not like Kick and Twitch, who use like an IRC thing, or at least I think that's how they do it. That's how they used to do it. Well, Twitch anyway. I don't know about Kick, because Kick is pretty new. Alright, a couple more casts, and then I'm going to have to start heading back that way. Yeah, a lot of the IRL streamers and stuff, they use a system like that where it monitors bitrate, and they have no albs or whatever it's called. I'm pretty sure it's an acronym because it's all capital, but I have not seen what it means. Alright, I'm going to move one more rock over this way. Try to get a little more parallel with this thing. And see. There we go. Almost wish it wasn't a pain to get up there. I have to go all the way around. Fish off the other side of it. Oops, that's my fault. Man, I did it good too. Oh. There we go. Alright. Now it's wrapped all around my arm. Come on. This wind is in a terrible direction for this. Yeah. Come on. I think I have it hooked on my backpack now. There we go. Alright, let's try that again with less backlash. Oh, also, I think my Discord bot actually worked this time too. Not that I have a big Discord following. Someone's having fun on their motorcycle. I need to practice how people cast with like a flick of the wrist like that without tanking it like that. Alright, we're not gonna do that like we did a second ago. Basically use the rod to load and cast. I'm not good at that. Alright, I think it's going to be my last cast anyway. It's getting to be 6:30 and the wife wanted to go somewhere real quick after this, so if you're not back by the time I leave later, bro. I lied, one more. Alrighty. Time to head back in. That poor goose. Probably went up. Oh well. We didn't die, so that's all that matters. that bunny again. And I need to stretch. A lot of ants out here today. Alrighty, guys. Huh? Getting ready to pack up. You want to say bye?
Can't leave me. I had the keys.
No, do you want to say bye?
Oh.
Alright.
That's not cool. I didn't sign a form.
Later, guys. Have a good night. Mm-hmm.
Did read 60-some pages of that empath book.
I don't know how to change the scene.
Huh?
How to change the scene.
So funny how you send me angry cars in there.
Nope, that's not gonna work. Alright, see you guys.